So next thing is if they're going to come in, if they come into your space, now you have to protect yourself, and you have no way to run, and you're backed up against a wall or something, and then you have to fight. Okay, so we don't want to keep going rounds with somebody. We want to hurt them so that we can escape, right? Or protect our loved ones or kids or whatever's happening. So we're going to concentrate on the vital areas. It's going to be the eyes, slapping the ears, and then you can gouge the eyes. Slapping the ears is really effective. Somebody could grab around you, and if you can slap their ears, it causes concussion. And it bursts the eardrums, and they lose equilibrium. Very effective. And then poking into the eyes, of course, the same thing. Getting to the throat. They can't breathe. You crush the larynx. There's a lot of cavities, we call cavity press in the martial arts. There's a lot of places that are cavities on the body that the nerves pass through, that we can get to nerves that way. Okay, so a lot of nerves go up your neck to the brain. You know, everything comes from the brain and the spinal cord. So hitting on the neck is a good place to hit because you're going to hit a lot of nerves. You can knock people out if you hit in the right spot. They're knockouts. If you push under your ears right here, you can feel a nerve right there. That's a cavity press right there. You can push on that back nerve. If you pushed inside of your elbow and move around, you'll find the radial nerve in there. Sometimes you got to move around a little bit. Okay. If you go down into the hollow of the throat where the collarbones meet right here and push down in, very vulnerable spot down in there. Okay. So this first technique I'm going to start with. Can I use you? Okay. We're going to step with our left foot towards his right foot, and I'm going to palm to his throat like that. Okay, the open hand palm to the throat. Now, palming to the throat, if I hit to the chest kind of curves up to the throat. So you don't miss. If I hit to the chest, it'll go up right up to the throat. Okay? And that's going to knock him back like that. That's how he's going to react. So part of what we do in Sansu Kung Fu is we don't try to control our opponent with power and strength. We try to, because they might be bigger and stronger, and then we're battling strength against strength. So one is that we tap the weak spots, and two is that we control them with pain. We move them around by hurting them, and they're going to go where that pain is going to take them, because that's how the body reacts to pain. Sometimes they're whacked out on drugs, and they don't feel a thing. The next day they will, but right then they don't, and you have to keep on. You just have to keep fighting. You have to keep going. You always have to keep going until the threat is no longer there. Okay? Until it's no longer a threat to you. So we're kind of just going to look at that person as a bunch of targets. We can't see them as a human anymore because they're attacking us. So we're just going to protect ourselves and hitting all those targets. So we can't be squeamish. We have to decide this is what we're going to do, and we just have to act that way. Okay? So sometimes you don't want to hurt somebody for yourself. You won't do it. You won't poke somebody in the eyes. And then I say, well, what would you do if they were going after your kid? And always they say anything, right? So that's the mental attitude you need to have. So now if they're going to attack my kid, I'm going to be a mother grizzly bear, right? And that's what you do in the first place. And then these guys see that attitude anyways, and you're less likely to be attacked. So how do I empower you? How do you empower somebody? Empower, you need confidence in what you do. Then you have then you're empowered through confidence. So we have three confidences in this art we talk about. One, we have confidence in the art itself. 2 in our teacher, and what do you think 3 is? Yourself. Confidence in yourself. That's what I want to give you today, is some confidence in yourself. So we're going to work different techniques, but I want you to leave today where your body just reacts. The guy comes in and boom, 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 boom. You're just going to take care of business, okay? That's what I want you to leave with. So muscle memory, if you want to call it that. You know, when you first learn to drive a car, you're, you know, it's awkward, right? But after a while, it's nothing, and you're eating a cheeseburger and a cat crosses and you put on the brake. You don't have to think about it. You know to put your foot to the brake because you've done it so many times. That's kind of like a muscle memory. So that's what I want to leave you with today, is some muscle memories on some of these techniques that are hitting these vital zones that will protect you, okay? So let's start with this one, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna step towards his center with my left foot kind of towards his right foot, and I'm gonna web hand to his throat. Then I'm gonna left kick his groin. Okay. Now, when we kick, I'm kicking with the bottom of my foot. I'm gonna kick with the pad, and the reason is, I could kick with this instep. I could. And if I'm wearing boots or something, I can come in like that and kick. But if he raises up a knee, then I kick the knee and my foot hurts worse than I hurt myself. A lot of 26 bones make up the foot, and the top of it is very vulnerable. The bottom's padded that we walk on, okay? So that's what we're using. We don't want to hurt ourselves when we're trying to protect ourselves when we're hitting somebody else. We don't want to break our hand, right? So we use soft to hard, hard to soft is the analogy that we do. So I punched with the fist. I'm not going to punch to this guy's head because I'll break my hand. That's why boxers wear big padded gloves, because otherwise they break their hand. They wrap them up and they pad them. It's not realistic to punch somebody with a fist. We're probably not going to do much with a fist, but you can use a fist. There's several different things we can use on our body as weapons. This palm right here works really well, this padded area right here. It works good for coming up under the chin, and then I can break into the eyes, okay? So this technique, where his head goes, he will go. This will drive him back. I'm gonna go up like this, and I'm gonna push into the eyes. So I come up and break into his eyes, okay? And you follow into the guy like that. He's going to go down. Then you can kick him in the groin, kick his leg, whatever, so he doesn't get back up, because you don't want him to get back up and have to fight again, or you run. Okay, so hard to soft. So we're going to use this, we're going to make a fist, but we're going to use this part, this softer part right here. That's called a hammer, which we refer to as a hammer. So I can hit to the temple with the hammer. I'm not going to hurt my hand. I can hit to his throat, right? I can hit to the groin. So that's real effective. And the palm is the same thing. I palm to the groin. I can open hand that palm to the throat. Okay. So the pain principle is that the brain goes to the pain, and your pain goes to the brain. If I'm walking here and I stub my toe, my foot comes up and my head comes down. They meet. They want to meet. I'm washing dishes and I cut myself. I bring it up to my head comes down. Okay? You get kicked in the groin, he's coming down. My neck could be here. I know he's going to come down. So we know how he's going to react. You get poked in the kidney, you go like this. Your head goes back, the kidney tries to come up. So with that knowledge, I can move him around like a puppet, like a pinball machine, because he's going to go into the next move. So if I strike to the throat, that drives him back, brings the groin out. Now the groin's down, now his head's down. Now I can knee to the head. Take him down, go down. Okay, and I can fall and kick and stomp and whatever I want to do on the follow-up. Okay? So, this we do a lot in Kung Fu. Is we work out with other human beings, back and forth like this, and move. So, Ray here, thanks for coming, Ray. Ray's a black belt in the art as well. And Frank's a green belt in the arts a long time ago. You're going to be like a stunt person when we try these out on each other. Because I don't want you don't want to hurt each other for real in here, right? But we want to touch the target. I want my brain to feel that I touch the target so that I make that contact. So I can come in here and I can palm him. He's going back, right? And then I can kick to the groin. And he's moving. See how he's moving? He's like with the pain. Okay?